All right, after reading Seth Godin's book, All Marketers Tell Lies, or Truths depending how you read it, I decided to do my brand analysis on Ray-Bans. Originally, I was going to do this on Loom, and with my face in it, my phone and my computer do not know how to work together. All right, to start out, this is what Ray-Bans and aviators are, which Ray-Bans created aviators. All right, this is from their mission statement that you can find on Luxottica's main website. Timeless style, authenticity, and freedom of expression. These are Ray-Ban's 3 pillars, and they stick to them very well. I'm saying them now because I'm going to be going over them more later on. I just want to get the message in now before I start. The original story for aviators. Originally, they were created for people who were aviators, and they were having troubles in the sky. They couldn't see, and they were getting headaches. So they found the problem, and they made a product. They framed it to say that this will fix your headache, this will fix your eyesight, and people then bought it and started trusting them because it did work and they enjoyed them. So that was the original story for aviators. And by word of mouth, aviators started talking to the rest of the military. A lot of the members of the military liked them, and then that got released out to the public in 1937 due to word of mouth as well, and they did very well at the time. Eventually, outdoorsmen took over and adventurers took over it, and therefore that's how the brand became what it is now. One for everyone, especially those who love adventure in the outdoors and the high class society. All right. Something else that they've done, they've adapted very well throughout history. 1950s, the Hollywood glam James Dean wore aviators consistently and got that brand out there and got people to want it. In the new age, people wanted to have unisex glasses, so therefore aviators adapted and made unisex glasses. You could rarely ever see Bob Dylan without him, and you could rarely see Clint Eastwood without his. In the 1970s, during the sporting age, when people were getting more into athletics and dressing to impress, people started to, they made plastic ones so that way people can work out with them, and they made more hard metal ones so that way people could dress to impress. I found my Ray-Bans and aviators right here. You will not see me a day where I'm not in my suit without my aviators, and my glasses, same. I like to dress to impress with them on. Very happy with them. All right, continuing on. This is what I see when I think of freedom of expression. On the right, we can see someone, showing their love and expressing it. In the middle, well, after the commercial, I'll explain him. And to the left, we see a woman running through a, trying to beat the heat, I'm guessing. And she's being original and with her thought and free. Now here, I'm going to show one of the commercials, which they don't air commercials very much. They only do it when they're releasing a new line of glasses. Right, well that's not gonna work. What's happening here is that they're about to break down, as you can see, and they're gonna be authentic and have an original idea. And they're gonna express themselves in a way that not others would. I would never go to a desert and then, occupy a cactus with lights. That's a very original idea, one that I cannot understand. All right, but freedom of expression. The dude in the middle, he bought a moose. Why did he buy a moose? No clue, but he was expressing himself. People on the right, same case. People on the left, same case. They're being authentic with their thoughts. They're expressing their freedom. And, if you notice, all those vehicles in that were old, but timeless. And again, timeless style, authenticity, and freedom of expression. The 3 pillars, and something that they show with all their stories very well. They're very consistent with it. All right, the worldview of aviators. They were a luxury, high-class brand made for people seeking adventure or people who are cool. I asked my roommate, what is the first word that comes to his head when he thinks aviators? He said stylish. They're a lot like Apple and Rolex. It's a commodity for those who are in high class or low class, but it's something that you go to, not that they come to you. All right, the product itself. I remember I went to Target Optical as an uninformed buyer to purchase a pair of glasses so I could see. I left with a pair of Ray-Bans after the woman told me they're an exclusive brand. They're very, very luxurious, and it earned my loyalty. I would definitely go back and buy another pair. All right, now the price. They're very privileged with their price since Luxottica owns them, and therefore they own their competition. So they can be pretty elastic with their price, but since people are willing to pay high prices, they cost quite a bit, especially for luxury brands to show off people's wealth. All right, promotion. This is my favorite thing for it, because something I never realized until now is that growing up, all the cool people and successful people in TV shows had aviators on and Ray-Bans. I didn't realize this now, but I wanted to be like those people, or I wanted to earn what those people had, and they always had those two kind of glasses. So I was sold on aviators at a young age without knowing it. It's also transmitted a lot by word of mouth, because I've got a friend who's bought a 300 pair of sunglasses just because someone told him, hey, it looks cool. A lot of times we'll see celebrities wearing them because, you know, just like Rolex, which earns a lot of celebrity buyers and people who are wealthy, people want to show off their wealth and their success, so they buy high-class items. And when we see celebrities with high-class items, we want those items. All right, and the distribution. I went to the website. It's very clear-cut and understandable. It's very informative. Honestly, I had fun. Something I learned about Rolex is that it's highly customizable and has very few stores, so therefore it is very selective with their distribution. But there's several sub-branches that claim exclusivity, like Target Optical, and they sell their stuff very well through that revenue. All right, in conclusion, their worldview is to make people cool. Their story is that they'll give you timeless style, authenticity, and freedom of expression. And they frame it as in, you know, going on an adventure, doing something cool, and that builds trust. I know I trust my purchase very well, and I would definitely buy it again. All right, that's all.